Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boise State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Back to pass, it's Nelson. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, running back gets to give.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Using the quick game. Running with power. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Boise State.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On the ground, it's Gaines. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Utah State Aggies offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Leaves it with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Utah State up-tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time, and the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And they can't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets a block. Can they catch him? Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. The throw and the missed connection on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. On the move, it's Gaines. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Broncos are flying down the field. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Boomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Catch open down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
Boise State, number 21.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Boise State, 17. Utah State, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad.
Fires and picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT. Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Off play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Getting some heat. Escapes trouble. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misconnection, it's second down. He'll just keep slinging it. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Aggies! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. Gonna let it fly. He's got it on the right. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Looking to go up top on first down. He wants to go deep. Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Aggies! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. How about that? Taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver.
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the shotgun, the inside give. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
27, Utah State, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Hand off from the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. Touchdown, Utah State. And here they come, almost all the way back. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Aggies want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. Keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The inside handoff. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bell. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Broncos are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35. Utah State, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's got great speed. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Gaines. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Going for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boise State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
Utah State, 21.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have...
And he delivers. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? They'll throw it on first down. Keeps the play going. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 30. 10. Touchdown Broncos! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a win.